Today we're going to take a look at 3 plugins I use almost every day that I think every beginner mixer should give a try. First up on the list is Metric AB. This is one of those plugins that it takes hearing about it a few times to really understand how much of a difference it can make for your mixing or mastering workflow. Now, it doesn't actually affect the tracks in your mixes, but it's by far one of the easiest and most condensed ways to A/B your mix against other pro mixes by far. When it's time to compare your mixes to others, you have a few options and most of them sort of suck. Whether it's flipping back and forth between your DAW audio and Spotify, or adding a track to your iTunes library, taking it to the car, or streaming it from Dropbox, almost all of these have a quirk or two that gets annoying after some time. With Metric AB, you can seamlessly compare WAV files on your computer to any music in your DAW without the issues of files going through your mastering chain without all the complex routing. This is not only useful for trying to piece apart the songwriting and listen to different frequency ranges to hear what the instruments are doing, but it also allows you to do a much deeper analysis on how your mix stacks up to others with many windows to compare the two side by side and see how they stack up frequency wise, see how they compare in volume, and much more. All around, it's a really great addition. Number 2 on the list has to be Ozone by iZotope. Whether you're just learning to mix and master or you're a professional, this plugin seems to make its way on many of the records you hear because it just plain works. It has almost all of the features you'd need for a baseline mastering chain for your music, and for complete beginners, newer versions have even began to add in automated mastering with the tweakability, which allows you to use the plugin to get closer to the end result you're after, and then you can just make the necessary tweaks, which is a huge upgrade compared to something like Lander that only really gives you so many options. This is a great one for those of you looking to get better sounding final mixes without complex mastering chains. The final plugin on this list is NovaClip. Shameless plug, I know, but this is one of those plugins that I don't think I've done a single mix or master without since I got the first betas back from our programmer. It's a clipping algorithm that has the hard clipping sound we all know and love, as well as the ability to soften the knee with the shape knob for a whole world of options to improve the sound of your drums, guitar DIs, and even work as your mastering clipper. There's also an included THD knob, which is pretty much distortion, and it models an extremely nice transformer-based saturation that sounds great on a ton of different sources. All in all, we tried to make this one of the most versatile clipping plugins out there while keeping things streamlined and simple to avoid slowing you down with features that just don't matter. If you're in the market for a versatile clipper, be sure to check out the free trial below. I wanted to toss one last bonus plugin in there as it's new but a classic staple in my workflow, Pro Q4. Pro Q has been one of the most innovative and solid EQ plugins in the market, and there's a reason that you see so many pros and educators using it in their music. It has so much flexibility, and regardless of if you need simple EQ moves or plan to draw an EQ curve with 100 points on it, Pro Q can pretty much handle anything you throw at it relatively well. It's definitely not an exciting purchase to make, but it's one of those EQs that people inevitably buy when it goes on sale once a year because the experience and workflow of having one main EQ plugin that they know well definitely offsets the cost of having many that do one specific job. Thanks so much for watching, and if you'd like to check out more mixing and mastering content, check out this video where we use NovaClip to get consistent and solid drum tones.